Today, we are going to talk about the book Read People Like a Book by Patrick King. Every person has a pattern of thinking, understanding, and behaving. If we learn to recognize this pattern, then it can be easy to understand and predict anyone's intentions, feelings, and decisions. This pattern is influenced by their past experiences, emotional needs, and psychological conditions. This means that the person who is what he is today is the result of his experiences in his past life. If we look at someone's behavior carefully and understand why he is doing this, then we can also guess their future steps. Suppose a friend of yours always gets angry quickly on every small thing. You notice that whenever someone points out any of his mistakes, he comes to the rescue and starts arguing. If you try to understand his personality, then it is possible that his behavior is related to his old life. Maybe he was scolded a lot in childhood, or he was made to feel that he is never right. So now, whenever someone points out his mistake, his mind starts to save him. Immediately reacts with anger. If you understand this pattern, then you can already know how he will react the next time he is told about his mistake. Similarly, if you know a person who is always ready to help everyone, even if he himself is in trouble, then it may mean that he sees his value in the happiness of others. It may be that he has faced something in his life where he got love and affection only when he gave more importance to the needs of others than his own. Therefore, now it has become his habit to help others even by forgetting himself. If you recognize this pattern, then you can understand why he is doing this repeatedly, and you can also know that he will behave in the same way in future. Another way to understand people's behavior is to see the difference between their words and actions. Many times people say something, but their real intention is something else. Suppose a colleague of yours always says that he does not care about the opinion of others, but whenever someone criticizes him, he remains upset for weeks. It means that his words and his real thoughts do not match. What he says means that he wants to show himself as if it does not matter to him, but in reality, the opinion of others affects him a lot. If you understand this pattern, then you can already know that if someone criticizes him again, he will get upset again. While analyzing the behavior of people, we also have to see how they react in different situations. For example, a person who jokes a lot with his friends and seems open but becomes very calm and serious in the work environment, then it can mean that he is very good at adapting himself according to his environment. But if a person behaves the same everywhere, like he is very serious all the time or keeps joking all the time, then it means that his behavior is related to his inner personality and not just the environment. Many times people adopt a fake personality to impress others, but if you look at their behavior carefully, then you can recognize their real personality. Suppose a person always tries to show that he is very confident, but when he is asked a difficult question, he becomes uncomfortable and tries to change the topic. This means that his confidence is showing. If you learn to recognize such patterns, then you can know who is really like that and who is just pretending. Our behavior patterns are also related to our psychological needs. Some people feel the need to always be proved right, so they never accept their mistakes. Some people want attention all the time, so they repeatedly do something that draws people's attention to them. Some people like to control, so they try to dictate everything. If you understand which need of a person is the most important, then you can also guess how he will behave. Now think, if you know a person who always puts his point first in the group, then this shows his need that he wants to get the most attention. Now, if someone else starts speaking more in his place, then there are chances that he will feel uncomfortable and will try to draw everyone's attention towards himself again in some way. If you recognize this pattern, then it will not be difficult for you to understand how he will react in the future. Another way to understand behavior patterns is to analyze people's decisions. Whenever someone takes a big decision, it does not depend only on the immediate situation, but his past experiences, his fears, and his desires also play a big role in it. Suppose a person rejects a new opportunity every time he gets it because he feels that there is a risk of failure in it. It may be that this fear of his is related to his old life where he has taken a big risk and has failed, so now he wants to avoid every risk. If you like our free summary, then you can subscribe to our channel